Chapter 1. Author's note. Special thanks, get it, 'cause I'm gothic, to my GF, ew, not in that way, Raven, Bloody Tears 666, for helping me with the story and spelling. Ooh rock, Justin, the love of my depressing life, ooh rock too, MCR rocks. Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way, and I have long ebony black hair. That's how I got my name, with purple streaks and red tips that reach my mid-back and icy blue eyes like limpid tears. And a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. Author's note: if you don't know who that is, if you don't know who that is, hang on, bleh. I'm keep misreading it. If you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here. I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was because he's a major fucking hottie. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch, and I go to a magical school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. I'm 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell. And I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there. For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put my middle finger up at them. "Hey, Ebony," shouted a voice. I looked up. It was ... Draco Malfoy. "What's up, Draco?" I asked. "Nothing," he said shyly. But then I heard my friends call me, and I had to go away.
Chapter 2. Author's note. Fangs, Bloody Tears 666. Fangs to Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with that chapter. By the way, perhaps stop flaming my story, okay? Now I'm Jamaican. All right. The next day, I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood with a bottle I had. My coffin was black ebony, and inside it was hot pink velvet with lace on the ends. I got out of my coffin and took my giant MCR t-shirt, which I used for my pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets on. I put on 4 pairs of earrings in my pierced ears and put my hair in a kind of messy bun. My friend, Willow, author's note, Raven, this is you, woke up then and grinned at me. She flipped her long waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini, fishnets, and pointy high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup, black lipstick, white foundation, and black eyeliner. "Oh my fucking god, I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday," she said excitedly. Draco.
What do you mean Draco?
That's probably how it was spelled.
Fucking retarded.
Yeah,
Draco
so,
Malfoy.
I said, blushing. "Do you like Draco?" She asked as she
It's not spelled wrong. What the fuck are you doing?
Draco. Pardon me.
You're a retarded piece of shit.
All right, I'm gonna have to censor some of these swears. By the way, I don't live alone.
Oh, okay.
Do you like Draco? She asked as she went out of the Slytherin common room and into the Great Hall. "No, I so freaking don't!" I shouted. "Yeah, right!" she exclaimed. Just then, Draco walked up to me. "Hi," he said. "Hi." Oh no, "Hi," I replied flirtily. "Guess what?" he said. "What?" I asked. "Well, Good Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade," he told me. "Oh my freaking god," I screamed. "I love Good Charlotte. They are my favorite band, besides My Chemical Romance. Do you want to go with me?" he asked. I gasped.
Get used to the freaking what they're all wearing, because they do this in like every fucking time.
It's wild.
Chapter 3. Author's note. Stop flaming the story, preps, okay? Otherwise, thanks to the gothic people for the good She spelled reviews wrong. Fangs again, Raven. Oh yeah, BTW, I don't own this or the lyrics for good Trailot. On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets. Then I put on a black leather mini dress with all this corset stuff on the back and front. I put on matching fishnets on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed then, so I slit one of my wrists. Seems like a reasonable response. I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding, and I listened to some GC. I painted my nails black and put on tons, she capitalized tons, of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car. He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt. They would show up at the concert too. Or they would play at the show too. Baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner. Author's note, a lot of Kewell boys were it, okay? Hi, Draco, I said in a depressed voice. Hi, Ebony, he said back. We walked into his flying black Mercedes-Benz. The license plate said 666. And flew to the place with the concert. On the way, we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. When we got there, we both hopped out of the car. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte. And then the lyrics to a Good Charlotte song. I don't know any of this, so I'm just going to read it. You come in cold, you're covered in blood. They're all so happy you've arrived. The doctor cuts your cord, hands you to your mum. She sets you free into this life, sang Joel. I don't own the lyrics to that song. Joel is so fucking hot, I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly Draco looked sad. What's wrong? I asked as we moshed to the music. Then I caught on. Hey, it's okay. I don't like him better than you! Capitalized you. I said. Really? Asked Draco, sensitively, as he put his arm around me all protective. Really, I said. Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's going out with Hillary fucking Duff. I fucking hate that little bitch. I said disgustedly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. The night went on really well, and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them. We got GC concert tees. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back to Hogwarts. Instead, he drove his car into, and it was like a million dots, the Forbidden Forest. Alright, I'm a bit jealous because Bill gets to read the greatest chapter.
Oh, really funny.
So, Bill, I don't blame you if you don't want to read this chapter because there's a lot of naughty words.
I mean, you know, I'm.
You know what? You can take this chapter if you love this chapter so much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Chapter 4, author's note. I said stop flaming, okay? Ebony's name is N.O.B., not Mary Sue, okay? So people are starting to call her a Mary Sue. So she's like, it's Ebony, not Mary Sue. Draco is so in love with her that he is acting different. They knew each other before, okay?
Fuck.
Draco, I shouted, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car and he walked out of it. I walked out of it too, curiously. What the... Just clips through the car. What the fucking hell? I asked angrily. Ebony, he asked. What? I snapped. Draco leaned in extra close, and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing contacts. Wearing color contacts, which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evil, and then suddenly, I didn't feel mad anymore. And then dot 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 dot. Suddenly, just as I Draco kissed me passionately, Draco climbed on top of me, and we started to make out keenly against a tree. He took off my top, and I took off his clothes. I even took off my bra. Then he put his thingy in my you-know-what.
Oh my god.
And we did it for the first time. Oh, I screamed. I was beginning to get an orgasm. We started to kiss everywhere, and my pale body became all warm. And then, dot 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 dot. What the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers? It was dot 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 Dumbledore.
Dear fucking god.
All right, I read 2 chapters, so Bill, you get the next 2.
Fucking kill someone now.
That was beautiful, by the way. That
Thank
was like
you.
I could feel the passion in your reading.
I love, dude. I want to get a hardback copy of this book. Okay,
Dude,
one
I just wanna
exists
meet the
out there
author.
somewhere, and I will have it. It will
Find it.
be in my room at some point.
Somebody get this man a hard
I
copy.
need this.
Chapter 5. Author's note. Stop flaming. If you phlegm, it means you're prep or poser. The only reason Dumbledore swore is cause he had a headache, okay? And on top of that, he was mad at them for having sex.
Why are you going Indian now? You was mad at them for having the sex.
P.S. I'm not updating until I get my 5 good reviews. Should I just read this in an Indian accent?
If you want to, I don't care.
Dumbledore made and Draco, and I follow him. He kept shouting at us angrily. You ludicrous fools! He shouted. I started to cry tears of blood down my pallid face. Draco comforted me. When we met back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking very angry. All right, I gotta break
You're
that.
giving up.
Yeah. No, I gotta do this part. They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest. He yelled in a furious voice.
They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest.
Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces? Asked Professor McGonagall.
What is that
dare you.
insult?
Demanded Professor Snape. And then Draco shrieked, "Because I love her!" Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said, "Fine, very well. You may go up to your rooms." Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us. "Are you okay, Ebony?" Draco asked me gently. "Yeah, I guess." I lied. I went to the girls' dorm, brushed my teeth and my hair, and then changed into a low-cut, black floor-length dress with red lace and all around it and black high heels. When I came out, Draco was standing in front of the bathroom, and he started to sing, "I Just Wanna Live" by Good Charlotte. I was so flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. We hugged and kissed. After that, we said goodnight, and he reluctantly went back to his room.
I want to stop you right there just a second. I love the way you said "because I love her." It sounded like you were doing a Tommy Wiseau impression. Because I love her.
Because I love her.
Love her. It's bullshit. I love her. Oh, hi, Mark.
I did not.
This is great.
Oh, hi, Mark. How's your sex life? Oh, hi, Draco.
Oh, hi, Draco.
Okay, I think I can do chapter 6.
Go for it, man.
Author's note. Shit up, preps, okay? P.S. I will not update until you give me good reviews.
What mentally retarded piece of shit fucking wrote this?
The next day, I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black miniskirt that was all ripped around the end and matching top with red skulls all over it, and high-heeled boots that were black. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings and 2 crosses in my ears. I spray painted my hair with purple. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk, and a glass of red blood. Suddenly, someone bumped into me. Hey, Smoth,
Yeah.
shout this word because I can't.
Bastard!
I shouted angrily. I regretted saying it when I looked up because I was looking into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky hair and red streaks in it. He was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face, and he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses just like Draco's, and there was no scar on his forehead anymore. He had manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joel Madden. He was so sexy that my body went all hot when I saw him. Kind of like an erection. I'm a girl. I don't get one, you sicko. All right, read this part because you're English.
I hate you. Okay. I'm so sorry.
He said in a shy voice. That's all right. What's your name, I questioned.
My name's Harry Potter, although most people call me Vampire these days.
He grumbled. Why? I exclaimed.
Okay. Because I love the taste of human blood.
He giggled. Well, I'm a vampire, I confessed.
Really?
He whimpered. Yeah. I roared.
Yeah.
We sat down to talk for a while. The Draco came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me, so I went away with him.
All right. So what do we think? Shall I keep going?
I mean,
I'm all
fucking
for it.
hilarious.
I'm all for it.
All right, here we go.
Great.
Chapter 7. Bring me to life. Author's note. Well, okay, you guys, I'm only writing this because I got 5 God reviews. BTW, I won't write the next chapter till I get 10 God Vons. Start flaming or ill report oo. Evany, is the new interpretation of that name, isn't a Mary Sue. Okay, she isn't perfect. She's a Satanite. She has problems. She's depressed, for God's sake. You know, if this were made at any point during 2010 onward, everyone would think this is just a big meme, this is legit. Someone thought this and thought, yeah.
Dude, I'm looking at this real quick, and I just see there are 44 chapters.
There are 44 chapters.
Oh dear God.
While I'm reading this, Bill, I want you to read chapter 40 because it's beautiful. It is beautiful.
Can we just skip ahead?
Yeah, all right, fine. But let me finish chapter 7 first, and then we'll skip ahead to chapter 40. I'll tell you a bit of backstory behind it as well. Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red Satanist sings on my nails in red nail polish. Author's note: C. Does that sound lick a maru su to oo? I waved to Vampire. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went into his room and locked the door. Then we started Frenching passively, and we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. He felt me up before I took off my top. Then I took off my black leather bra, and he took off his pants. We went on the bed and started making out naked, and then he put his boy's thingy in mine. Apparently she has a boy's thingy now, and we had sex. See, now she follows this up with, see, is that stupid? Oh, Draco! I screamed while getting an orgasm when all of a sudden I saw a tattoo I had never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it in bloody Gothic writing were the words ... vampire. I was so angry. You bastard! I shouted angrily, jumping out of the bed. No, you don't understand. But you don't understand, Draco pleaded. But I knew too much. No, you fucking idiot, I shouted. You probably have AIDS anyway.
What the fuck just happened? Like, just took a turn for the wall.
I put on my clothes all huffily and then stomped out. Draco ran out even though he was naked. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people. Vampire Potter, you motherfucker! I yelled. So we'll stop right there for now. Alright, so now a bit of backstory on Chapter 40. So this is an infamous fanfiction, in case you weren't aware.
Wow.
It's very well known in the fanfiction community. It's been taken down, re-uploaded multiple times. This person who made this website has been very generous in trying to provide all the information they can about the project bringing this back into the light. Anyway, at one point, someone managed to hack into the original author's account, and they fixed everything.
What do you mean by fixed? Like fixed all the mistakes?
Right.
They fixed it to make it just... It's like you read like chapters 1 through 39 and you're just in so much pain. It's like, oh, this is the worst. I can't stop, but I hate this. And then this guy shows up and it's like God descends upon you.
I feel like you're deep into this fan fiction shit.
You have no idea.
Listen, if you guys could only see what I'm reading right now, it is amazing.
It's chapter 39, sorry, not chapter 40.
Okay, well, chapter 40 is wild too.
Yeah, okay. Chapter 39. I am a trolling genios. Lols. Disclaimer, I do not own the HP series and I am not the real XXX Bloody Wrists 666XXX, which is the original author. Author's note, I am an extremely immature, pathetic idiot girl. I know out of boredom I cracked this girl's passy for fun, and it took less than 8 minutes to do. Password. It's like a stupid thing for password. Okay.
Fucking retarded.
And it took less than 8 minutes to do it too. And will probably get into a shitload of trouble, which I probably deserve because I'm being a troll right now. Meh. And I present to you my crappy part in this story. And take note, I haven't finished reading this fic yet, but instead skip over to skim chapter 38. Flame, laugh, do whatever you want. Preps. I, the American retail-wearing British vampire Sue, coughed up blood. Satan kneeled down... Yeah, so a lot of stuff happens, by the way. Satan kneeled down beside me. No, don't die. I gave him a rueful smile. I'm sorry. It's something I had to do, to fulfill my duty as the noble Gothic Mary Sue. Satan sobbed. I love you, Ebony. I love you too. I'll see you in hell, I mumbled, already finding my surroundings fading to black. By the way, that's right, I didn't tell you this, but Hermione has a different name too. It's Bloody Mary Smith. But there's an apostrophe between B and the rest of the word. So it's Bloody Mary Smith. Suddenly popped into the room for no apparent reason. She frowned when she realized the room was oddly quiet, but then at the sight of Ebony's lifeless body, she screamed. Her face became pale with horror. She screamed for the healers, Dumbledore, McGoogle. and every other single Gothic person she could think of.
You guys are still here?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
awesome, bro. Suddenly, a glow started to surround the body of Ebony. Everyone stared in shock. Her body started to lift ever so slowly, and then, to everyone's shock, it started to incinerate. When everyone realized what was happening, they rushed over to try and rescue the body, but it was too late. the Sioux became nothing more than a pile of ashes. A loud resounding of everyone bellowing, "No!" filled the room. A flash of white light from the ashes then started to bounce around the room. Everyone cowered in fear and were temporarily blinded. When it was all over, things changed. All the silly goth clothes dropped from everyone's bodies. Author's note, I will refuse to explain how the hell that happened. And in their place, clothes the characters would normally wear in canon appeared on their bodies. When everyone got over the shock of becoming free of the gothic power, that's what she calls it, gothic. She didn't call it gothic. Everybody cheered. Everyone started singing, "Ding Dong, the Sioux is dead." Well, that is until the HP characters realized the true implications of becoming more canon-like again. All the characters who were supposed to be dead fell on the floor, their bodies cold and lifeless. Harry and Voldemort immediately started dueling. On the left side of the two, the battle of the light side and the dark side were reaching a climax. And because the replacement author also likes to screw around with canon, Draco and Hermione fled the scene and got married. Meanwhile, down in hell, Ebony shed a single tear because her current situation, a situation that would live on for all eternity, or at least until the end of fanfiction time. She lost it all, but she knew she had to remain strong. Nothing would ever break her down. She looked down over her pale body and frowned. "Where are my emo clothes?" she asked, herself in confusion. Then it occurred to her. For her shirt, she was wearing a bright pink polo, a bright pink polo, with a little seagull on the left, I can't remember, side. Beside that, she was wearing a denim miniskirt with the destroyed look on it. Paired underneath the skirt were leggings with a little moose at the bottom. And then Ebony realized on her shoulder she was carrying a pretty bag with an eagle on it that said "Live Your Life" written all over the bag. Ebony suppressed the urge to scream. Here she was, decked out in clothes, prepped to the extreme, wearing stuff from Abercrombie & Fitch, American Eagle, and Hollister.
Oh, the horror.
Panicked, Ebony hastily tried to take off the Hollister polo, but underneath it, there was another Hollister polo underneath. Ebony frowned and looked under her shirt, and all she saw was a bra underneath. Dare I point out, it's from the Airy line available at American Eagle? Ebony tried to remove the shirt again, but to her frustration, there was yet again another polo to replace it. "This is unlogical and doesn't make any sense," Ebony bellowed out to the air. She failed to see the irony in her statement, how hypocritical her words were, seeing as she was practically calling the kettle black here. Ebony slit her wrists and mumbled to herself, "Oh my god." End crap fic. Author's note, oh yeah, if you want to see the original content this chick had planned for the chapter, I accessed it through the document manager thingy, which I copied and pasted, so you can read that here. And then it just continues on like nothing ever happened.
Oh my god. Dude.
Where'd you find that?
Where did I find... oh my god. Okay, so I was connecting with a friend online that I hadn't seen in a while, and he told me all about this person who made another fan fiction. You may know him. His name is Christian Weston Chandler. Anyone know that name?
Oh, I know that name.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
Do you know Chris Chan?
I'm surprised Concave doesn't know who Christian Weston Chandler is.
It might be
I don't
before his
know.
time.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you know. Okay, you know about Sonichu and all that.
Oh, I love
you-
Sonichu.
Okay, I won't go into details because that's a whole other fucking mess. There's documentary YouTube videos that are like hours long. You can watch those. They're incredible. So, I was reading through all this stuff and I was like, wow, crap fan fictions are the shit. They're the shit. And so, I ran into My Immortal and saw some people read it, saw some people talking about it, and I was like, I gotta read this to some people. So I read it to some friends that I have in Florida, and and that was, oh my god, that was ages. That was when we were still using Skype and Discord wasn't really a thing yet. This was like 2013 maybe.
Man, oh man.
Oh boy, what a day!
What a time to be alive.
It was great, man. It was fucking great. And
You
they
gotta
hated
love
me.
how-
They hated me, but they loved it. They wanted me to keep going.
You gotta love how the brands are all like Amber Cow being
American
Like-
Eagle.
Bro, that shit was popping. What do you mean?
back in 2012 or 2010.
Bro, I used to wear that to high school like every day.
Hey, bro, Troy,
My
what's
stuff
wrong with
was
your camera?
Gap.
This is amazing. I'm honestly like I'm awestruck right now. To be quite honest with you.
What? Just the whole thing?
Yeah, like the fact that someone had that much devotion.
I know, right? It's incredible. Oh, there's YouTube videos of these two of the authors as well, and they're
Are you kidding
just
me?
as bad as you think they are. It's these two.
So-
It's these three kids. These three kids, right? Two of them are girls. One of them's a guy. The guy is apparently not allowed to talk because apparently
wait,
that's
wait.
part of his character. Not sure what
Wait,
that's
wait.
about.
Are you talking about the one girl that goes, "Hi, I'm so and so, the acid bath princess of darkness," and the other girl goes, "And I'm Tara."
Yeah, yeah, that's the one.
Wasn't Tara the name of the girl from Teen Titans? Blonde.
Yeah.
And then they
it
did
was.
the whole thing where they listened to like I think they
Yes, and then like the kids start, and then the boy starts singing, and he's like, "You're not supposed to talk." He's like,
I gotta find a video for
"It's
our
fucking
friends here.
sad, man. It's so sad. I feel so bad for that kid. Beta cucked, man. Beta cucked."
Oh yeah. When you guys get a second, you should watch that video. That video's wild. Those are the authors for real. Like
Yep.
that's confirmed.
The one in the
authors?
middle is the original author. The one on the right of her, the girl, is
So, all right.
Raven Bloody Tears 666.
Hi. That's Tara, and I'm Raven, the acid bath princess of darkness. Dude, I love that name. I'm gonna change my
Acid
name to
Bath
that.
Princess of Darkness. That
I'm
sounds
changing
like
my name to that.
that sounds like some like fan fiction OC. I'm gonna marry the Lich King.
Yes. All right, boys. I'm changing my name to that.
Acid Bath Prince
You're
of
fucking
Darkness.
Yes.
This has become a.
Will you guys still be my friends when I make the change here?
As long as you don't start
No.
saying, as long as you don't start speaking like the way this fan fiction is written, you should be fine.
Anything you want to do, I support it.
For helping
You're
me
living
with
your
this
best
game.
life, bud.
Let me.
Should I have spaces?
I don't know if we're going to continue reading this, but let me tell you,
I don't know if you
screws
can.
up the names of like Dumbledore and Voldemort just so much. She specifically calls Dumbledore Dumbledore, replaces the E with a Y, so Dumbledore.
Oh, God.
And Voldemort, don't even get me started. Voldemort, she does this ridiculous thing. She says, I think she gets like all these different like not genres but like stories confused. So she calls at one point she straight up calls Voldemort Darth Vader. Doesn't even spell it right. Doesn't even spell it right.
That's awesome.
Darth Vader.
That's great.
All right, I gotta change my picture.
And I think in one of the later chapters, Marty McFly shows up, except he's all gothic and shit, you know. But now you know why this is. I always wanted to like show this to everyone I meet.